the bit that's not credible about it?
I have a concern. The concern I have is, where did this story come from? If someone applies for Garda vetting, that's a private matter. This woman, her name is public.
Would we be better in ignorance?
Dragged through the mud.
This is always the refuge of the people who find themselves under scrutiny. Who's pointing this flashlight at me?
But is it not sinister that we have information that can only
There was a court case, Paul. It was all over the papers.
No, but that's not the point. The point is the question of Garda vetting. This story is emerging from, presumably, someone inside the Guards. So we have an element of the state apparatus trying to interfere in our democratic electoral process.
Well, let me bring in... We'll come to you in a moment, but James...
That's what I'm concerned about. I think that's very, very concerning. And I actually think when people have seen through this story, people say, yes, what's the problem with that? And there's misinformation being put out there. I saw it put out twice by Heather Humphries, suggesting that it's very unusual that someone would be kind of signed in the Dáil, that the normal practice, of course, would be to get Garda vetting in advance, and then you get your... It is absolutely normal. It's how I went and checked the papers today. It's in every case. You sign the contract, they start work, you have to sign them in day to day while they apply for the Garda vetting. And you, as the TD, never see the Garda vetting. It doesn't come back to you because you're not the employer.
Have you signed someone for 6 months every day?
Not for 6 months, but I've done it for weeks and weeks and weeks while this has gone on. I'm sure Heather Humphries has done the same.
But what about the loaded firearm?
So she was convicted of a crime. Did you not know that? That's how you know about the loaded firearm. But she was convicted of a crime. That's what the loaded... You're making it sound as if she was walking around with a loaded firearm.
But I think the public out there...
firearm because she was convicted of a crime and went to jail.
With respect to everybody...
If you couldn't have a firearm conviction and be in the Dáil, there wouldn't have been many of your predecessors in Fianna Fáil. Plenty of Fianna Fáil predecessors had gun crimes in the past.
At the minimum,